What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this is the update vlog on what's been going on with the issues we've been having with the GR86. So if this is you guys' first time to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't seen why we're having these issues, make sure you go and check the last vlog out so you guys are a little bit more up to date. I gave more description on what's going on and what was happening. So definitely going forward, for you guys that are already up to date, I gotta tell you, it's not good news, you guys. It's not good news. But I'm trying to look at the glass half full, and we're gonna be moving forward. So right now I gotta go and pick up Timmy because I'm gonna need somebody to help me pick up the car and drive it back. But I'll have more details for you guys right now once we pick up the 86 on what's been happening, what's the cause of it, and how the dealership handled it and how I'm handling it after the fact. I'll tune in with you guys in a little bit once we're there picking up the 86. See you guys in a bit. All right, y'all. So we're here at Toyota, picked up Timmy, and service areas over there. So I'm gonna go in there, you know, pay for the diagnosis and everything like that, and then I'll get all like the paperwork. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to explain to me and show me some videos of that the technicians had taken on why the issue was happening and stuff like that. So I'll kind of get into that a little bit more once I'm over there. I'm not too sure how much clips I'll be able to get, but yeah. So let me go ahead and get the car and I'll get back to you guys right now. All right, you guys, so currently waiting for them to pull up the car right now, but we got all the paperwork. I am gonna go over a little bit right now on what they said the issue was. I do believe that they mentioned that it was the charcoal canister as well as the canister pump module. And they were saying that water had gotten into some of the areas, so it was a water intrusion thing. So obviously that's not warranted. That's why I was saying, like, it's a little bit unfortunate. Got all of it documented right here. So the way we're gonna be tackling this basically is we're gonna take it over. We're gonna kind of do it ourselves. We got the part numbers and everything like that. So David at Cormotive said that he was gonna be helping us out finding the parts, and he's definitely a certified mechanic, certified technician. So we're gonna be getting OEM parts and everything like that. And, you know, hopefully later on they don't do anything faulty, because like I said, they said that water intrusion was the reason for the cause of what was happening to the charcoal canister and canister pump module. I'm gonna read to you guys right now exactly what their technician had said, so that way you guys kind of have a little bit more of a detail of what exactly the technician was saying. So yeah, here she is, man. Cool. All right, y'all, so now that we're in the car and we're about to head to Cormotive, but before that I wanted to read to you guys the technician's notes right here. As you guys can see, this right here up here is just from the first dealership or whatever, but this right here where it has this section, this is the technician. So he's stating how he found the codes, the P1449 and the P24BB, the evap system leak detection pump pressure sensor. So he said during inspection found water inside number 1 fuel evaporation tube, sub-assembly, and in number 2 and in number 3 tubes found water intrusion in charcoal canister assemblies and canister pump module. So vehicle is missing fender liners and allowed water to enter in through breather tube on number 1 fuel evaporation tube sub-assembly. Recommended to remove charcoal canister and canister pump module. Advised to reinstall fender liners. So basically what they're saying is the issue, the root cause of the issue, because I did ask them to tell me what the root cause of the water intrusion was, because to my knowledge, I was like, how the heck could water get in there? The areas, from my knowledge, and I'll ask David a little bit more on where these things are located exactly. It didn't make sense to me at first when they said it. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but in California, we have been having some really crazy, abnormal rain, snow, and all that. So the weather conditions definitely haven't been optimal. And me not having fender liners, I can kind of see where they're coming from, right? And so it was a hard pill to swallow for sure. But the fact that I don't have fender liners, this kit does pick up a lot of, I guess, debris, which could also in terms be water. I can see why they might say that was where the issue had came from. Now, like I said, I'm not too sure exactly where the parts are located, but I believe they're in not easy accessible areas in the car. So like I said, I'll ask David a little bit more on that so I can kind of confirm and show you guys exactly where those parts are. But like I said, I understand where the technician had came up with his thesis and stuff like that. So it's super unfortunate, you guys. Really unfortunate. Like I said, the worst that I was thinking about had definitely happened. Now I had to pay them the $614 for the diagnosis, and we definitely got a parts list as well, showing exactly what we need to buy, and we got prices. So let me show you guys that right now too. Here are the parts list that I asked them to grab me, because like I said, we're gonna be doing this ourselves. So the canister itself is about $314, the purge valve is $521, and then the filters $135, and then the actual pump module is like almost a G, damn near. So in total it's about $2,000. Now I'm wondering if we're gonna be able to find these a little bit cheaper, you know, with David's help and him searching. But currently, yeah, this is the numbers on what we're basically going to have to pay. And this is like a general, you know, estimate, you know what I mean? And this is not even including what we would have to have paid for labor. So I believe the dealership actually was quoting me, obviously, those numbers for the parts, and then like labor on top of that was going to be in the end like $3,200, not including the $614 for the diagnosis. So $4,000 in total if we would have had the dealership do it. So right now, what I'm gonna try to do, try to look up for these OEM parts, but at a cheaper rate, and then hopefully David is actually going to be hooking us up, and I'm gonna still try to accommodate him. But you know, I'm really grateful to know people who are more educated on stuff like this, because I'm still learning, you guys. Like it's like so much. I feel like it's an everyday like learning, you know, thing with this. And that's one of the aspects that I really like, is that I'm learning stuff about my own car and other cars every single day. And that is like a part of this whole experience, my journey, my process, and just my growth and love for cars. I want to let you guys know that if we end up changing out these parts, right? If we change out these parts, and we're actually going to be making custom fender liners to fit the wide body kit, if we do that and these parts end up still failing without any water intrusion, because I'm definitely going to be watching like when I drive it now, if it's like weather like this, like that we've been having. Thankfully it's like, which should be the end of all this rain, right? Spring had just started, summer's like around kind of a couple months around the corner. So definitely I'll be okay for the majority of the rest of this year. But I'm gonna be needing to watch myself and driving it in the rain. And I know it kind of sucks and stuff like that, because it's like, damn, you can't even drive your car in the rain. Like, is it really worth it on the body kit or whatever like that? Like, you know, but it's okay. Like, you know, there's just something that comes along with other things, right? But like I said, if we do it and, you know, those parts that are going to be OEM and they still fail because they're whatever reason, they're faulty or whatever, then they can say like, hey, it was water intrusion this time or whatever, but we have it all documented and everything like that. So anyways, let's head over to Commotive. Let's drop off the car and I'll update you guys a little bit more on what we're going to do and how we're going to tackle it moving forward. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Look, in terms of like driving wise and how the car feels, honestly, the car still feels really freaking good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, obviously the issue was happening when we had a full tank of gas, or when we were trying to put in a full tank of gas. So and obviously it was very hard for me to pump gas, because it just, even on an empty tank, when I was putting gas, it seemed like it was just not filling up. It would keep clicking as if like it was already full, but I knew it wasn't. So like, honestly, like it's driving pretty damn good. Like, I don't know how long parts are gonna take to get to us. I don't know how long it's gonna take, you know, for it to be back and like running on the road. But damn, I'm not gonna lie to you, I love driving this car. Like, it feels so good. Like, in terms of when people talk about horsepower, yeah, like obviously I would love more horsepower, right? But everything else aside from that, I love this car, you know? This car is freaking awesome, dude. Like, and that's kind of why I want to keep this car, and I want to fix it, and I don't want to give up on this car just yet. Like, I feel like we still have so much more to do. And I know people might be a little bit afraid in terms of like when they were watching the last video, and then, you know, some people really are interested in this car, but for the reason that they are hearing that people having some slight issues with the car, it kind of makes them a little bit afraid. And I'm here to tell you that everything that's happening to other people that you guys are reading, it's not necessarily going to happen to everyone. So, you know, give or take, right? Anyways, regardless of that, I just wanted to put that out there because I still think the car is a good car. Like, it's really good. You know, once they work out some kinks and everything like that, like, this is literally the first generation of the new generation, and they added a ton of new stuff, and so that's why it's just like trial and error, seeing what they could fix coming on the later models like 2023, 2024, or however long that they decide to keep the car kind of going. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss it, man. Hey, what was really cool is that the guys at the dealership, they were super cool right there in the service area. You know, I'm pretty sure those are they're car guys just like me, and we were kind of chopping it up, and they were just being really cool. So big shout out to you guys. I love your guys' vibes, man. And some of them were like, you know, following the handle, and it's always fun when you're able to connect with people based off of the same interests. So yeah, almost there to come over, you guys. So see you guys right now. All right, you guys, so David couldn't talk because he's busy doing a time lapse on something, but we're leaving it here at Cromova, you guys. And so, like I said, I wanted to kind of, you know, just mention where some of the things are at that they were talking about. So the purge valve, canister purge valve, is in here in the engine bay. The charcoal canister, along with the pump module, is in this area where the gas tank is at. And so, as you guys can see, like, having the body kit on and everything like that, like, it really has to get up in here for, like, not even just, like, in here. Like, it has to get, like, down here, all the way up here, I feel like, for the water damage. Now, because they were talking about it getting into the tubes, my thing is, maybe, obviously, we can see we have no fender liners around here. And, I don't know, like, I didn't drive through no puddles, I can tell you that much. There was no driving through any puddles or anything like that. But I was driving through the freeways, and the freeways just abnormally were just really just wet, you guys. Like I was saying, like, California has been having some abnormal weather. So I do understand what they were saying. It still didn't make sense to me, but I understood in the same way, right? So this is all about gaining knowledge and stuff like that. So like I said, we're going to look up some of the parts, see if we can get them, you know, a little bit more at a discounted rate, and then go from there and fix it and just have it all documented. But ultimately, you guys, this is, you know, real time of what was going on. I'm not sure if the parts were just faulty or whatever, but they said it was water intrusion. We aren't warranted for that, and it sucks. I could try to have fought it or anything like that, but I don't really think that it'd be in my best interest in terms of time and, you know, just reputation and everything like that. So luckily, you know, like I said, we have David at Chromotive and a couple other people who know more about how to go about things and stuff like that. So I'm very grateful to have that. Another thing that I wanted to mention that the dealership had mentioned, maybe some of you guys don't know, is that I could hit up my insurance to kind of cover the water damage, and it'd be like a comprehensive thing on your insurance, so your insurance wouldn't necessarily go up. They were telling me, hey, it'd be better if you called them now and got that all started now, so then that way we can kind of get things underway. But I don't know how long it would take the insurance to get all that squared away, you know, adjuster, stuff like that. And so if anything, I would want to get the parts ordered sooner than later, because we don't know how long the parts are actually going to take to get here. So that'd be the longest part, is just the parts in general. Didn't want to go that route. I just want to kind of get the car back and start handling stuff like that. So I don't know how long this video ran. It might have ran a little bit short, but I definitely wanted to give you guys an update as soon as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the gym. It's leg day today, so I'm gonna need a really good meal after this and some good protein, but I'm excited. I'll give you guys an update going further, and probably start rolling out the other videos of the new car like I was telling you guys. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, you guys, because we're only growing by the day, and I'm trying to give more and more information about not just this car, but all the other cars that we kind of, you know, come across and have on the channel, and just share my experience and share information, and in hopes to kind of help some of you guys out along the way, and just kind of share my journey, you guys. So I love what I do. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. With that being being said, that's all I got. Make sure you guys live long and prosper, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.